Good morning with everyone. This time we are with a video and I'm going to present you three movements of wheel not vehicles. So let's get it started. As a first presentation, we have a vehicle that is considered a great legend in Europe. We are talking about Volkswagen, this time about the T-Cross model. Volkswagen is very serious with this new model, much more serious than with Virtus. The sustain of the hub in the T-Cross is clear for the composition in its range, with three versions: trail line, comfort line, and highline, and two special editions, launch edition and special edition. That 4.90 meters, the T-Cross measures are reflected in the proportion of the design, which is square and attractive. There are elements very typical of Volkswagen, such as the horizontal front and the well-defined weight. But we also find elements that break the mold, especially at the rear. The main lines at the rear are square like not Volkswagens, but now they go the great finish and return to the fashion of joining in one piece across the width of the target. It is perhaps one of the models with more personality that Volkswagen current sells in Mexico. If you want that inside, you are going to find the same thing as in the virus, and so I have news for you. This is not like this. The quality in the T-Cross cabin is much more in tune with Volkswagen Global quality standard. It is the true talent the parts are really bought in the T-Cross made in Brazil and in the one manufactured in Spain for Europe. It is as true that sometimes I visit one that we don't find in some of the competitors. The good news is that the tail-locking grip plastic from the Virtus dashboard would replace with a much better locking black paste. The matte will say that dominate the dash, the glossy finish of the screen, and the metallic insert of the perimeter of some piece enhances the perception of quality. The dash also has a brilliant lighting that gives a fluorescent effect, and the dome line in the cabin is LED. In the back, we will find amenities that removes a process such as air conditioning when and two USB charging ports. The only thing missing is a real center ornaments and perfect better than trim. It's a black composition clad with the two-tone front panel and the seat upholstery. And the wheel is silent and comfortable, but not very fast. The best thing that the Volkswagen Group has at the moment is MQB platform, which looks great on the smallest model is in range. In the specific of T-Cross, we will find a very well-programmed address with exact degree of precision and high speeds and a good touch in short movements in the city. The suspension is smooth, although the damping lets you savor the brand in its European style with a somewhat firm performance that along with a lightweight construct stage, making it easy for the T-Cross dominating in trajectory, even in sudden movements. Sometimes the chance made to solve it be itself due to the need for the integration of the AC key from panel and the seat upholstery. And the wheel is silent and comfortable, but not very fast. The best thing that the Volkswagen Group has at the moment is MQB platform, which looks great on the smallest model is in range. In the specific of T-Cross, we will find a very well-programmed address with exact degree of precision and high speeds and a good touch in short movements in the city. The suspension is smooth, although the damping lets you savor the brand in its European style with a somewhat firm performance that along with a lightweight construct stage, making it easy for the T-Cross dominating in trajectory, even in sudden movements. Sometimes the chance made to solve it be itself due to the need for the integration of the AC key Cruise dominating in trajectory, even in sudden movements. Sometimes the chance managed to solve it be itself due to the need for the intervention of the basic key. Due to the need As a second manual, we have the Fiat 500e. It's a small-sized minivan aesthetical based on the future on the Fiat 500. It's the Fiat's alternative to model switch in a Renault Captur on the Opel Crossland X. And it's possible in the 3 means range Italiana's more practical variant than the Fiat 500. A Fiat 500 that, remember, is also built in the form and a used EV in segment B, the Nissan Juke segment, but the hat on the Fiat 500X. The actics of the 500L is an evolution on the current design of the Fiat 500, a model that in turn replaces the main lines of the military Cinquecento. The need of over more interior space for the passenger and the gate had led the 500E to grow in all these dimensions to maintain the same idea, although with much a more practical philosophy that the result is in an easily recognizable design. With the 500 range also done a lot of personally to this bodywork different in its front and least the right backs with no speed full of character. The Fiat 500 is marketed with only two medical options. On the one hand, with a 1.4 natural aspirated gasoline engine with 4 cylinders and 95 HP of power. This engine is necessarily shot with a 6-speed manual gearbox. As an alternative, there is only the possibility of option with the diesel engine and a 120 HP 1.6 multi-engine that is also linked together with a 6-speed manual gearbox. With the update received in 2017, the Fiat 500e improved in possibilities and equipment as well, introducing 86 novelties in the range. Even so, from the inside of the door, the 500e is a retro-aesthetic brand car, again reflected by the features of the Fiat 500. Although modified in certain features to gain practically an interior space given the connection required by a minivan type boy. There are no strange lines and every in design to be attractive and eye-catching, though its most innovative point is found in the central multimedia interface with a 7-inch touchscreen. The infotainment system can be compatible with Apple CarPlay on Android Auto. In terms of camera, the 500L range allows installing a good handful of assistant and driving aids such as cruise control or autonomous emergency braking in the seat. The 500L is a retro-aesthetic brand car, again reflected by the features of the Fiat 500. Although modified in certain features to gain practically an interior space given the connection required by a minivan type boy. There are no strange lines and every in design to be attractive and eye-catching, though its most innovative point is found in the central multimedia interface with a 7-inch touchscreen. The infotainment system can be compatible with Apple CarPlay on Android Auto. In terms of camera, the 500L range allows installing a good handful of assistant and driving aids such as cruise control or autonomous emergency braking in the seat. In terms of camera, the 500L range allows installing a good handful of assistant and driving aids such as cruise control or autonomous emergency braking in the seat. Autonomous emergency braking in the seat. And as the last manual, we have the Honda CB 150 in Vietnam presents a lane, strong, flexible, and diamond-shaped chassis, which provides excellent stability in heavy dusts for tire and wider and tumblers represent the likelihood of the team going flat quickly in the event of the future. The suspension with monoshock accelerating ensures the acceleration on mates, increasing the stability and confidence on the driver with cornering in all types of conditions. Finally, it has front and rear disc brake. This new model incorporates innovation with the make it made short and maintenance-free MF battery, which was longer useful life than other battery, but a usage later does not require replacement. In the tournaments, we have got on the CB 150 indignant percentage tires that can line the sport style with features never seen in the segment and next generation. 100% digital instrument panel includes full 3 automated and clock LED tailored for arm text with automatic in the visual and a windows seat offering conform the both the driver and the passenger. This accuracy speed is completed by in a traffic a black muffler and a metal tank and a complete state chain wall. It's coming in 3 versions: red, black and blue. Includes full 3 automated and clock LED tailored for arm text with automatic in the visual and a windows seat offering conform the both the driver and the passenger. This accuracy speed is completed by in a traffic a black muffler and a metal tank and a complete state chain wall. It's coming in 3 versions: red, black and blue. State chain wall. It's coming in 3 versions: red, black and blue.